Hello, it's Shamrocker again. Welcome to the Proud Heretic channel. Today's topic is, does God fit the modern pro-life definitions? And this was a personal journey for me through some difficult biblical questions. I grew up in church since I was 10 years old. I'm 57 now, so I spent 47 years as an evangelical Christian. I was worship leader for 5.5 years as of last December. Yeah, I came out of it just last year. I've been in different kinds of churches and so forth. And like many evangelicals, I was always taught that Christianity, now not just evangelical Christianity specifically or uniquely, but Christianity overall, to be a Christian meant you were part of a pro-life, quote unquote, pro-life religion. And that's what evangelical Christianity is, so much so that it has become a non-negotiable identity marker in order to be not only an evangelical Christian, but in their minds, in order to be a Christian. Evangelical Christianity is not just generally pro-life, but uniquely pro-life. Now, I was taught that God's concern for every human life, from conception to natural death, was one of the defining characteristics of the, again, quote unquote, biblical worldview. I want to walk through 4 passages and ideas that challenged me. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm simply asking whether or not our modern slogans actually fit the text. And so, number 1, Noah's flood. Genesis 6 through 9 tells the story of Noah's flood. Now, we're not going to read it here. You can go and do your own homework and just read it for yourself. According to the story, God destroys virtually every human being on earth. Now, not just criminals and not just violent adults. It was everyone. Men, women, children, teenagers, animals, pregnant women, and only 8 were assigned to survive. Now, let's just use a little critical thinking here and think about this carefully. If a modern government intentionally killed every child on earth, except a handful, we would call that a crime of unimaginable proportions against humanity, would we not? Yet when God does it in Genesis, that very thing, many Christians, now not all, in all fairness, that's fine, but from where I came from as an evangelical, we call it justice. Now, how is that? I used to say as an evangelical that, well, they just deserved it because they pissed God off so much. As it says there, every thought of their hearts was only evil continually. And so good riddance. They deserved what they got. Now, what a compassionate attitude. But besides that, look, I'm not even making an argument here. I'm simply making an observation. Whether you take Noah's flood literally or not is really irrelevant. The God of the flood story doesn't seem to really be acting in accordance with modern pro-life ethics, does he? If pro-life, as evangelical Christians define it, is preserving innocent human life whenever possible, then the flood narrative seems to create a serious tension.